Welcome, race fans. SpeedZone TV's presenting GFi's Race 6 at Texas Speedway for the Rodeo 150. I'm going to be your host tonight, Robert Warrens, alongside my co-host, William Ridgway. Will, give a shout out to our fans tonight.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, race fans, as Rob would say. Welcome to Texas. We've got 80 laps of hopefully some good, clean racing. I think there's 25 drivers in here tonight, so it's should be a good show.
Heck yeah. Yeah, these guys, they've been running a league for a while now. Why don't you give us a little background on the league, Will, while we're still running down in queue here?
Sure, real quick. This was founded by Cliff Chanel in March of last year. This is their fourth racing season. They have since then expanded to tonight. Monday nights are next gen. Tuesday nights are trucks. I personally run that, and that's a good time. Thursdays are late models for now. They're moving to a GT3 Road Series on Thursdays to replace the late models. And then Fridays are the 87 cars. So and also the 87s will be moving to Gen 4 next season. So any night, any type of car you want to drive, seems like, this is the place to be. This league is free for anybody who wants to come and join. They have drivers from 13 to age 60, and they're all about having fun, clean league. And yeah, that's about it.
Well, I'm surprised that you drive, because I thought the only thing you drove was a minivan to the grocery store, but here we are,
And fast food places, don't forget that. But it looks like Dennis Warnez has captured the pole for tonight. So far, at least.
Yeah, we only got
15
seconds. Yeah.
So, top 10 qualifiers are going to be Dennis Warnez, Anthony Alex, I believe. John Fowler will be top 3. Then Andrew Kessler will be P4. Brandon Beckstead, P5. Robert Chappelle. Dalton Cleveland in P7. Robert McKay, P8. Tyler Autry, P9. And Clifton Chanel in P10.
Yeah,
and we're in. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's about to be an action-packed race here at Texas. This week, we're doing the 80 laps at Texas. We're going to New Hampshire next week, where they're going to have 3 sets of tires, and then off to Talladega, the Roval, and Miami to finish out this mini series for the next gen. So GFI's got a bunch of action popping up as these drivers are starting to take the grid. And yeah, I didn't have enough coffee today, Will.
Also, I wanted to say that they are starting their main next gen series the Monday after the Daytona 500. They will be following the NASCAR schedule, so it'll be a long season for them, and that should be a good time. And tonight they're going to be running 55% fuel, and the fuel window will be 30 to 35 laps. I think it was around 33. So 30 to 35 laps is going to be the fuel window for tonight. So that should equal, give or take, 2 stops depending on cautions, and we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I think tire strategy is going to be a big factor here, Texas, and you can run hard and get a little gap on the field, or you can save a little bit and then just kind of pick them off later on. If you were driving this track, Will, like, what kind of strategy would you choose?
Low and slow, especially in turn 1. I would definitely try to save tires and get to the bottom of turn 1 as quickly as possible and just wrap that line. I don't know that you'll have to downshift early in the run, but I think after, midway through or a little before, you probably are going to have to shift down to 4th. And turn 3 and 4, it's just managing the rears. It's going to be slippery, especially if you abuse those tires early.
Yeah, I think you know, as tonight plays out, we're going to be watching for different strategies and how drivers are going to choose their line. Like, I agree with you on the low and slow and, you know, manage your equipment appropriately. The next gen car is its own little beast to drive, and you know, I'm interested to see what these drivers are going to choose tonight for their strategy.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. With Dennis Warnez and Anthony Alex on the front row, it'd be interesting to see how they kind of manage their track position, because with 25 drivers, it's going to be crucial to stay somewhat up front. So you can, you don't get too far behind and lose that pack.
Yeah, 100%. The draft with the next gen car is pretty good too, right? So as long as you're in tow in a certain way, you can suck right back up.
Oh, for sure.
On board with your on board with your leader. Yeah. Pace car's off, just like Will said, and they're bunching up, and the green's out. Not so good of a start by Warnez as Anthony gets a good little roll on the outside going into turn 1.
Yeah, it looks like Dennis there got a little tight, but he made it work, and he is taking over the lead, the solo lead, 3 wide for second. Brandon Beckstead just sent it in there.
Yeah, that's John Fowler in the 3 car on the outside. Beckstead on the bottom. Lot of early action right here.
There is a lot of early action. Beckstead looks like he's going to clear John Fowler for second. And it looks like everybody's somewhat evening out. We have a battle, side-by-side battle for 7th.
I mean, you could throw a blanket on the top 20 cars here. They're all within 3 seconds, right? So that's crazy. That's a great start for these drivers in GFI.
And another thing to note is they don't have any faster pairs in this league, so they have to really manage their stuff and make sure, they keep their nose clean, because there's no second chance.
Yeah, so it does pay off, Will, probably to save your equipment, make sure you're not caught up in anything.
Looks like we got a battle for the lead. John Fowler has taken over, with Tyler Autry is trying to take over P2 over Dennis Warnez, and he will get that. Oh, we got 3 wide for, it looks like 6th place. Dalton Cleveland, Robert Chappelle, and yeah, they have sorted out now.
Settle down, boys. We're lap 4 of 80. You know, we got a long way to go, and these guys are dancing like there's nobody left at the party.
Looks like Hunter Coomer has come in the pits. Looks like he's got some heavy damage. I believe he hit the wall earlier. He got a little loose off of 4, I believe it was. So his day looks like he's probably going to be done.
Let's see if we can grab that here.
While he is grabbing that, we are going to look at, battle for the lead right now. Yeah, Tyler Autry is going by John Fowler right now, and he will clear him. New leader number 12.
Here's the contact with Hunter. Gets out of the turn 4. It looks like he had a little bit of help in the butt, but he keeps it going with no caution coming out. So good job on Hunter.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Getting it woed up.
Oh, it looks like somebody just hit the wall. I can't tell who that was. Let me take a look here. It looks like it was Dalton Cleveland off of 4, coming to lap 7. Nope, not Dalton Cleveland. It was Brandon Beckstead. Looks like he hit the wall a little bit, but he looks like he's doing well, so he should be okay. Got side-by-side for P6. Robert Chappelle and Dylan Harmon. Robert Chappelle and Andrew Kessler, I apologize.
You're forgiven.
Thank you.
So just for the fans that are watching there, the name in the top right-hand side of the screen there, Andrew Keisler, is the driver that the camera's currently focused on. So if you see that name change throughout, that's going to be who the camera zoomed in on. And then the bottom right there, we're just showing the battle for position to see how many cars are on the screen, what their splits are, their gaps and whatnot. So just some information for the viewers there.
Looks like the front five have separated themselves for the most part. They have a second lead over Robert Chappelle in sixth. It looks like they've just kind of settled in. It looks like everybody's kind of settling in from what I can see. There's a few little small battles on the track, but mostly everything is single file right now.
You know, just like you were saying earlier, Will, like we're the only line we're really seeing as we cycle through some of the cars here is low and slow. You know, nobody's running really that second groove unless they're 2 wide or 3 wide. You know, you're going to want to be on that white line.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're not going to want to, if you can't get to the line, I feel like when I run this track, and if you can't get to the white line, you're going too fast entering the corner. So, and hopefully, looks like the top two's got it figured out. It looks like Dennis Warnez is falling back. Anthony Alex is taking over P3, and it looks like Dylan Hartman is putting the pressure on Dennis Warnez right now, the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid.
Looks like we got a battle for the lead. John Fowler is trying to get around Tyler, but he just can't find a way right now.
Chasing them down the backstretch there, going into 3. Tough battle.
That 12 car looks good. I'm a fan of the number 12. I'm a Newman fan, so.
You would be. I thought you were going to say you were a fan of Liquid Death, the sponsor on the car, because you like water.
No. I've never had Liquid Death.
Just canned water.
Dennis Warnez is falling back further. Dylan Hartman is getting by him, and he is now under attack by Robert Capel.
Now that's the battle.
I wonder if Dennis is saving tire, or if he's saving his stuff.
Only time will tell. You got, what would you say, the window was 30 to 35, right? So these guys got Correct. 2 sets of tires. I mean,
yeah.
I'd be willing to short pit here based on how the race is going. Like the guys are singling out. They're giving each other space. You know?
Yeah, I think that's that no fast repair coming into play here. Everybody's being careful and trying to make it to the end.
Oh, it definitely changes the perspective on how you race somebody when, you know, you can't pull another one out of the hauler when you scratch it up.
For sure.
Looking at P14 and P13 and P15 with Robert McKay.
Yeah, Robert McKay got overtaken by Clifton Chanel in the 80 machine. Looks like they're starting to put pressure on Mark Booley for P12. So I think we're halfway through this run, or right around halfway through this run. Tires are really going to start to matter.
Yeah, 100%.
It looks like the top two have separated themselves and not too far back as Anthony Alex, but looks like they've got it kind of figured out, and they're just sitting right now.
I mean, looking at lap times, the top 3 are kind of like trading times in 29.8s, 29.9s. A lot of the rest of the fields are teetering into the 30s. There's a couple guys that are further back that are in the 29.9s. So I guess, you know, you're right, Will, when you said it. You're going to see how much degradation those tires have taken. who's going to be able to make moves and set themselves up for a good pit stop.
Dylan Hartman is battling for P6 right now. Andrew Kessler and Robert Chappelle are all right there together, with Brandon Beckstead kind of just lurking there. It looks like Brandon is coming. He is, yeah, he's going to hit P7, and he is going to he's putting the pressure on right now on Dylan Hartman. Excuse us if we don't get the names proper. This is our first race with GFI, so we're still trying to learn the names and everything. So we'll as the weeks progress, I'm sure we'll learn the names better and get better at it.
Seems like Beckstead here is having a trouble getting a run to clear these guys. Let's take a look at his in-car and see what he sees.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting into the corner a little bit hard, and that's allowing Andrew Kessler to kind of get the momentum in the center, because he's having to check up so much.
Yeah.
He's losing ground there.
If you take a look at the telemetry there, you can see he's in 5th gear, and he's shifting down into 1st and 1 and 2, but there's a lot of wheel, and that nose is sliding.
Yeah, he's just driving it a little bit too hard right there, and he just got loose off of 2. He's going to lose 2 spots. Dalton Cleveland and Brandon Beckstead are both going to go by, it looks like. Robert Chappelle's fighting back on Dalton Cleveland, though. Dalton will get him right here off the corner. Dennis Warnez is retaking 3rd place, looks like, over Anthony Alex.
Alex.
And it looks like Dennis Warnez is the fastest car on the track by a couple of tenths now. I'm wondering if, we asked if he was going to be saving tire, and it looks like he may have, because he is running them down rather quickly.
Oh, man. Get your Kool-Aid jammers today.
Dennis's last lap was an 0.45, and the 2 leaders were a 3.3 and a 3.8. So 3/10 that last lap. And this lap right here was a 5.1, 3.2 compared to Dennis's 0.4. So looks like we have a battle for the lead. John Fowler is going to try and get by Tyler.
With lap traffic in front of him, too.
With lap traffic in front, coming up on Jesse Canzarulo. He's back there in P25. He looks like he pitted.
He had some damage, I believe. He had to duck in.
Yeah.
That's a tight battle.
I think the race
right
for
there.
The lead's getting ready to the lead's getting ready to have a crazy battle. Oh, the 12 just ran up on the John there. And Dennis has closed the gap. He is there. You could throw a blanket over the top 3 right now.
And I mean, they're coming up to the pit window, so do you want to be in front of somebody or behind them here? How do you pick your spot?
I've always said I want to be in front when the pit, if possible. You want to be in the front. You want to be in front of the guy that you're racing against, if you can, coming into the pit.
Lap trap, ducking down there.
Ethan Storms, he got out of the way. That was awfully nice of him. And then the 29 car. Here comes Dennis for P2 off of 4. He's going to duck inside.
Outstanding job by these drivers so far. 27 green flag laps with 53 to go. I mean,
with 25 cars. That's a great accomplishment.
But was it Tyler just tagged the wall there, coming out of 2? Was it? Is he coming in here in the pits? Looks like he. Oh, thought he was warming up to go in the pits there for a second. Let's take a look at his on board.
He just lost some momentum.
He's slowing it right down now. He must have been pushing that car hard.
Yeah, I think he was. He was leading. He was the one leading. He led a lot of this race early, and I think he's just wore out his stuff. But he's only got to milk it, you know, another maybe 3 or 4 laps.
I mean, technically, he could come pit now.
Yeah, he could. He could. And I think that may be what I would have done or do. I'd maybe short pit a couple of laps and get back ahead of him.
100%. And hopefully, like, there's some learnings he can take away from this run where he's not putting himself in the situation he's in now. He's fallen almost 2 seconds back from our leaders.
Correct.
Pull up the battle for position here. You can just see that on the right side of the screen. They're almost 1.7, 1.9 ahead.
Yeah, Anthony Alex has caught Tyler for the most part. He's just a half a second back now.
Dennis Warren's here looking to chase down John Fowler for the lead. 30 laps in.
He could be arrow tight right now. It could be because he ran them down fairly quickly, and once he got behind Fowler, he kind of just stagnated. I'm just thinking the dirty air's probably got him a little tight.
I mean, the next gen is more notorious for that even.
Tyler's pitting. Brandon Beckstead, William Hightower, Clifton, Chanel, Robert McKay. Looks like pit stops have officially started. Dennis is still sitting behind John. So I do think it is. I definitely think he's arrow tight right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in... Oh, John washed up the track. Did you let him go by there? Like,
he may have just overshot the corner.
Or is he setting up to come in the pits?
He could be.
Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Yep, he's coming in.
Nailed it. What's Dennis's strategy now, right? Like, there's only a few cars. Well, about half the field is still not pitted yet.
With no caution, I would run this until I couldn't run it anymore. That way I have the best tires late.
Yeah.
Thomas Rose came into the pits. Dennis Hartman, John Fowler, Brandon Troy, he's in the pit.
Dennis is coming in here now.
Is he? Okay. Yep, I see him there.
Hopefully he's got a nice clean spot, makes it into his box. Take a look at some of the other drivers on the track here. William Hightower, we haven't spoke about him much tonight. Gonna zoom in on that car. A Celsius. You ever had a Celsius energy drink?
I do not enjoy bubbly water. Fizzy water, it tastes like TV static. You didn't know.
I guess I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very intimate detail.
Anthony Alex has relinquished the lead. He has come into the pits. Robert Chappell has overtaken the lead. He has not pitted yet. He's the only one that hasn't pitted yet, I do believe. Nope. Jonathan Falls, number 75, has not pitted. So there's only a few people that haven't pitted yet.
Chappelle's coming in now.
And
he's loose on the bottom. He's tagging the wall. He's stuck.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, no. Is that what's bringing out the caution? I don't see anything else.
I do not see anything else.
Yeah, I just see the 87 machine here.
That's who it was.
Just a bunch.
That is going to
change the game.
Yes, because everybody from 10th on back, it looks like, or 11th on back is a lap down. Who this is going to help is Jonathan Falls and Robert Chappell. They are first and second right now, looks like.
It'd be interesting to see what race control does with that situation, because, you know, it puts a lot of drivers in an unfavorable position. They are going to get waved around the pace car, but, you know, right Are they in the right position?
Yeah. I'm kind of Jonathan Falls and those guys, man. They ran what 35 laps. They must have been saving a little bit of fuel.
Did these guys just enter a closed pit? Like I'm showing Chappelle's got a black flag and Ridgeway's got a black flag. It's been cleared.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of confusion. I'm gonna give you guys an update on this top 10 running order as soon as we get a
Got to cross the line.
a clear view. Yeah, I'm gonna get a clear view of where we're at right now because the caution and stuff.
Looks like Anthony Alex is on the pole. The P1s.
Does look like that. Thomas got his black flag cleared. Yeah, let's let him cross the line here, and we'll give a rundown of running positions here. But it does look like Anthony Alex will take over the top spot. Now, would you come in and top off if you are first, second, third place? If you pitted 4 or 5 laps before?
I'm leaning towards actually no. I would maintain track position. You're not going to be able to go away. You're not saving 45 laps of fuel, like an extra 5 laps of fuel in the tank.
Yeah. Well, you seen they ran 35 laps. They could yeah, you're right.
Like
That'd be too much.
You're sacrificing too much, right?
Yeah, you'd be way too far behind for it to matter.
I guess Anthony isn't the leader. He's waving around the pace car, so we do need.
Yeah,
this.
that's kind of. That's why I'm just waiting. It looks like Jonathan Falls is going to be the race leader, which we expected. That makes sense. Yeah, everybody's getting waved around that had pitted before, so we'll get a updated list here.
A lot of nice looking cars in GFIs. We're kind of just flipping flipping through them.
It looks like we are going green here. So let's go through the running order. We got Jonathan Falls, P1. Sean. Oh, no, we're not going green this time. They've delayed it. Let's see. We've got Jonathan Falls, P1. Sean Dion, P2. Robert Chappell and Tyler Autry, P3 and P4. We've got, where are we at? Anthony Alex, P5. Andrew Kessler and Dennis Warnez, P6 and 7. John Fowler, P8. Casey Cotterman and Dylan Hartman, P9 and 10. So it's kind of mixed up the running order a little bit here. Jonathan Falls, we haven't talked much about him tonight. Neither Sean Denone either.
Yeah, we got some different players up in the field now that we've had this caution bestowed upon us.
It looks like Thomas Ridgeway will be stuck a lap down, along with Brandon Beckstead. He's stuck a lap down. He was up there in the top 5 before as well. So that's unfortunate for those drivers that were, up front, and now they're a lap down because of the caution, just the way it fell.
Yeah. Lights are still on the pace car, so I think we got one more lap before we go green. They're not doubled up.
Well, I think because of the
the lights are
wave arounds and all that, the wave around and all that, it's going to be
a singy file.
Yeah, they just extended the caution one more lap.
So now you're teetering on can you make it? They're going to go green at essentially 41.
Yeah,
you're going to be really close.
Let's see who's stuck a lap down. Let's see if there's anybody. Brandon Beckstead, William Hightower was up there. Thomas Ridgeway, Mark Booley, Ethan Storms, Nicholas Warboy. I love that name, by the way. And Cody Carson. Yeah, he's 7 laps down. So, yeah, most drivers got their lap back, but they're going to be at a slight disadvantage because they have older tires. But Yeah, it looks like it's going to be mostly single file start due to the waiver rounds.
Well, hopefully,
funky time for the caution to come out.
Yeah, very funky time, but hopefully we see the same level of respect that we saw in the first half of the race. Because, you know, we're in the second half now with hitting lap 40. So, with not seeing the drivers that we saw up front here, we're going to see probably a lot of action again, just like we did at the start of the race, where there's going to be some shuffling around.
Yeah, our leader before the pit stops, Dennis Warnez, he's P5, but he is 9 cars deep right now, just due to lap cars and the wave around and all that stuff. You got Thomas Ridgway, he's a lap down, and he's lining up in third, so he's probably going to be trying to get around the leaders pretty quickly if he can to get his lap back in case the caution comes out again.
But Tyler's slowing on the track here. .12 machine.
Looks like we're going green this time.
Back up
going green this time, but yeah, I think he's trying to get to the back. Yeah, it's all single file for the most part. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and Fowler's
stacked up right in front of Dennis.
Yeah, the single files are always misleading too. Look at the big, huge action back here.
Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Falls got a great start. Thomas Ridgway. Oh, we got it. Do we have a wreck?
No, not quite.
Thomas Ridgway has cleared. He's trying to stay in front of Brandon Beckstead. This is the race for the lucky dog.
Oh, they're in the lead. They're ahead of the leaders. They need a caution.
Not. Jonathan Falls is ahead of both of them.
Oh, my bad.
So this would be for the lucky dog. So Thomas Ridgway needs to go as fast as he can and try to get ahead of the leader if possible, or at least stay ahead of Brandon Beckstead. So we'll see how that plays out. So Jonathan Falls, Anthony Alex is P2 right now. John Fowler back up to P3, it looks like. Dennis Warnez, P4. And Sean Dion has dropped back to P5. John Fowler coming for second.
He's on the hunt.
Anthony Alex.
He is on the hunt.
Dennis Warnez is on the hunt as well. He's moved up to P4.
Lots of racing left here. I mean, for me, knowing that I got to take a splash of fuel, I'm probably coming in on lap 70 and grabbing 2 tires. But, I mean, I don't even know. You probably need like 2 gallons or 3 gallons. Is it even worth it, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. I don't know. Would you want to stop a little bit before, maybe lap 65 or so, just to get used to the tires?
If you're taking tires, it's sooner is better,
Jonathan
right?
Falls is doing a great job. True. Unless the caution comes out. Thomas Ridgway is keeping up with Jonathan Falls, but Jonathan Falls is doing a great job right now. Just managing his stuff, just sitting out there in the lead. And John Fowler and Anthony Alex are trying to run him down. It looks like they are about a 10th or 2 faster per lap than Jonathan Falls. Let's take a look at. Yeah, Thomas Ridgway is about a 10th faster as well.
Got some action a little bit.
Caution is out.
Back.
Caution is out.
Like, let's do instant replay, see if we can track this. Caution down.
It looks like Robert McKay, number 8, is probably. Yep, that's what it was. On the front stretch, looks like Robert number 87 just got in the back of him and turned him.
Got it up here.
That means Thomas Ridgway, he is going to get the lucky dog. So that'll be good for him.
Just tagged him.
I'm coming in here.
Oh, 100%. He just tagged him too, and just There's not much you can do. He got loose on the straightaway. Doesn't look like there's much damage to the car though.
I'm coming in and I am getting
just fuel.
No tires.
Yeah, just fuel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see what these guys do. Back up with the leaders. Looks like Falls isn't taking the sauce.
Looks like Jonathan Falls is not. Yeah. Warnez is not taking the sauce either. He's staying out. You got Fowler. Yeah, Fowler, Alex, Begstead, Kessler. Pretty much 95% of the field is coming into the pits to top off. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Anthony Alex is getting tires. Everybody's getting tires.
No, that is not. I mean,
they are.
I mean, I'm just questioning the strategy is all really. It was like, I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing that because they're starting behind cars that don't have tires, and what kind of carnage is going to ensue?
Yeah, Robert Chappell did not get tires. I will say that. But it looks like John Fowler got tires. Anthony Alex got tires. So, yeah, it's going to be Robert Chappell did not get tires. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. What do you think the strategy is for Jonathan Falls and Dennis Warnez here?
I don't know. I'm scared. Can I just say that? I'm scared. Like, I'm not really sure because we can't see their fuel gauge here. And,
right.
You know, are they hoping to suck on fumes coming down to the white line? And is that going to sacrifice the win or the podium finish? I don't know. You know?
Yeah. Going to be interesting. The first one to pit looks like P7. Andrew Kessler is going to be P7. He's the first one to pit. It looks like they are doubling up. It is one to go. So on this restart, we got Jonathan Falls and Dennis Warnez. They did not pit. Dalton Cleveland doesn't look like he pitted either. Dylan Hartman, Tyler Austrie, and Casey Cotterman, top 6, did not pit here. The first to pit is Andrew Kessler in 7th. You got Robert Chappell in 8th. Dominique Frappier in 9th. And Sean Dion in 10th.
I mean, to me, that's the spot. The spot to watch is going to be P7, like you said. That's the freshest tires. So, you know, I kind of want to laser focus on what Andrew does for the next couple laps, or even John Fowler, because he was running up front, or Anthony Alex, right? Like these guys we've talked about almost the first half of the race. What are they going to do now on some stickers?
Looks like they're coming through turns 3 and 4. The pace car should be moving off right now. Robert Chappell did not get tires. He's in P9 right now, so we'll see how that goes.
Good start by Falls.
Like a relatively clean start.
Let's take a look further back.
Looks
oh, it does look super nice. Clean. 2x2.
2x2. Cody Carson got a black flag. I'm not sure why. Could be passing on the inside. Let's see here. We got Dalton Cleveland. He's P2. Tyler Austrie is bypassing Dennis there for P3.
It's like
you got Dylan Hartman, P4.
Brian Troy's
He's
coming into the pits
well.
here. What happened to Brian? Back up to the leaders.
Yeah, Tyler Austrie is making some headway. He was our early leader before, I'd say, the first half of the first run, maybe the first 15, 20 laps of this race. He was up there in the lead.
Yeah, your favorite number 12 in the Liquid Death.
It is.
He's making quick work, too.
He is making very quick work. Jonathan Falls He's gonna. Looks like he's running him down fairly quickly. Got Dylan Hartman. He is coming as well, taking over third from Dalton Cleveland.
And 28 laps to go, or 23 when we cross the line, or sorry, 27 when we cross the line. So, I mean, not a lot of time. And not at all. The drivers that pitted have enough fuel, right? So, I got the heebie-jeebies, Will.
Yeah, it's especially for the first 6 cars there. Dennis, Tyler, Dalton, Jonathan, all those. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if they're banking on another caution to take tires. But we have Dylan Hartman has taken the lead. It's like over Tyler there.
Yeah, and they're racing pretty hard too.
Very hard. Looks like Andrew Kessler has moved up to P4. Remember, he was the first one to go in the pit, take tires.
Yeah, the new tires haven't started to pay the dividends yet. So, if
he's in P7. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's still in P7.
Not P4. Yeah, he's going by. He looks like he's putting pressure on Dennis for 6.
He's crossing him over here, going into 3.
John Fowler has tires as well. He's going around the 27 of Dalton Cleveland for 4th. Oh, Jonathan Walls just hit the wall there.
Jonathan Fowler hits the wall. He walls the wall.
Falls, you mean? Jonathan Falls hits the wall, right?
Tight contact 3 there.
Yeah, it is. For 2nd. Dennis is still fighting Kessler there for 6th. Looks like. Meanwhile, Dylan Hartman is gone. He did not pit this last time, so he's still on those older tires. He pitted on lap 32, it says on mine.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Well, I mean, clean track is king, right? So,
in these cars, yes.
Yeah, these guys have all been battling all behind him, and he's just gotten a little breathing room. But we're going to see how his lap times hold up over the next couple laps. These guys were shaking down. Was it 23 laps to go when they crossed the line?
Yeah, time's winding down. And Robert Chappell is hanging there in 8th. He went and got fuel, but he did not get tires, so theoretically he does not have to come back in. He just
little
gave
contact.
Dylan Hornez a bump.
And you saw it live on SpeedZone TV. We just zoomed in on the right time.
Got Dalton Cleveland going for 4th over Jonathan Falls.
Wonder if Chappell said, "Hey, get out of the way, Grandpa." Trying to get up front,
right.
Just honk honk.
Hey, time is running out.
I mean, they're 3 seconds back from the leader right now, so
we're getting ready to have a fight for the lead here. Jonathan Fowler is catching Dylan Hartman. Tyler Autry, P3. It looks like most people are, it's kind of spread out now. There's a few little battles towards the back. We got Mark Booley battling for P18. Nope, they are a lap down. They're just side by side.
Looks like 12th through 14th here. I'm going to click on Philip Lund. They're all pretty close.
He's putting the pressure on. Got Philip Lund there. Looks like the 47 blinked out just for a second. Dominique there. Thomas Ridgway is coming into the pits for some reason. Yeah, that looks like a planned pit stop. So he may be getting his tires now and seeing if he can make the most of them these last 20 laps.
Yeah, but he's going to go a lap down, isn't he?
Yes, he will most definitely go a lap down. But if the caution does not come out and he can make use of those tires, I think he'll be in decent shape if we can get a solid run to the end here, the last 18 laps.
Hartman slid up the track. Fowler is going to get a good run on the exit at 2 down the backstretch. Looks like he's going to have a good run into 3.
I think Fowler is out of tires.
Yep. When we went green before, Fowler was one of the ones behind Andrew Keisler that had freshies. And
yes, I'm just wondering if did he take freshies that first run, that first caution? I can't remember.
Showing a 39-second stop, so I would think, yeah.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then I don't believe he has another set, so that'll be interesting to see how that works out for him.
Yeah, any carnage, it's going to be go time, and these guys are still battling pretty hard for, it looks like, about 13th position or so. A lot of
dancing. There's like 5 or 6 cars there, for sure. 3 wide right now. Looks like the 45.
Is he a lap down? Yeah, he's
William
a lap
Hightower.
down.
He is a lap down, but he is coming through those cars. Looks like a relatively clean race. I think, Dennis Warnez is settled in 6th. Andrew Kessler is catching him, it looks like. They're still battling for position.
Or wide. Down the backstretch. P13 battle. It's like the one car on the outside.
Yeah, Casey Cotterman.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Casey
Contact.
Cotterman. Oh, passing the grass.
Making it happen.
He got past the grass, but that's okay.
Looks like they're pushing hard and running the wall. I don't know about that. More car contact.
I'm nervous about that. Looks like we got a battle for P8. Jonathan Falls and Robert Chappelle. They are going at it side by side. They've been side by side for a few laps now.
And we're running out of time. Well, we only got 13 laps left on the docket for tonight's show.
We are running out of time. I'm wondering if Warnez is coming into the pits out of 6th place.
Somebody tell him that's not the move. Stay on the track, unless he's out of fuel, right? And that's what we were contemplating.
It could be.
We got a pretty good tight battle for 3rd place here.
Yeah, John Fowler has checked out, 2.1 second lead. He shouldn't have to come back in. We got Dylan Hartman, P2, and Anthony Alex, P3 right now.
Avery's coming in.
Looks like pit stops are starting.
I thought they would have had enough fuel, but maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know.
Well, they are the ones, they did not pit before.
I wish I had like a little checklist.
Cars. Yeah. It looks like 5 of them have pitted. It looks like 1 is staying out. Dylan Hartman, he's the other one that hasn't pitted yet. He's in P2 right now. He should be coming in the next lap or 2, I would imagine. Or he's now in P3. I wonder if he's trying to save.
Yeah, there's no way you're saving 5 laps of fuel. Not running these speeds anyways, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, he could stay in 5th gear and clutch. I'm not sure. You can probably tell by his in-car if he's clutching or not. But
swap over there. Nah, he is not saving. Just as we switch to the in-car, he goes from 4th to 5th. And there's a lot of wheel into it. Look at the wheel.
Yeah, he's just running, so he should be coming in here soon. We got Robert Chappell, P5. He hasn't taken his last set of tires, I don't believe. Jonathan Falls has left the pit.
Yeah, we're on board with Hartman here. He's rolling into the pits. Watch him how he enters pit road, nice and slow, nice and steady.
These guys have done a great job entering the pits tonight. I haven't seen anybody boggle or miss the cone or anything. It's been very column.
Yeah. I mean,
So
we're watching some good battles, and there's been a lot of respect on the track, right? So,
for sure.
it's Lightning McQueen, 95 machine of Rudy Hag.
He's running P7. That's a good run for him. Up there. We're coming up on 6 to go. John Fowler has opened up the lead. He is about
2.7, 3 seconds almost.
Yeah, he's getting passed by Casey Cotterman and Ethan Storms. I'm sure they have pitted recently.
Yeah, I just don't think that fresh tires are going to pay off, right? Because now they got fresh tires. They're running about a second quicker. There's only 6 laps, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, they're going to need people like Thomas Ridgway, Dalton Cleveland, Dylan Hartman. They need a caution. If they don't get a caution, you know, it's not going to be a good time.
But they're also a lap down now too, right? These guys don't have to pit.
Right.
So...
Dennis Warnez is the first one a lap down in 11th. Tyler Autry right behind him in 12th, and William Hightower 13th. They're all the first cars a lap down. Just due to pitting.
So they're going to be, you know, the lucky dog's going to be the fortunate one, have the fresher tires, but I don't think we're going to see that type of action right now. Like, these guys are all pretty spread out for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's been a very clean race for the most part. There's been a few little hiccups, but nothing crazy at all. John Fowler looks like he has this in the bag, but Anthony Kessler is coming. He is 1.6, 1.5. He's moving.
I think
1.4 now.
Fowler had a little issue getting around the lap traffic there. It held him up.
I don't think he's going to make it, but he may make it interesting. He was 2.5 tenths faster that last lap at a 2:03. John Fowler, our leader, was a 4:44.
Yeah, I think it was lap traffic. Because before that, I don't recall him running that much of a slower lap time. But, you know, I'm all for seeing a show at the end.
For sure. Looks like, yeah, John Fowler was a 6.8 that lap. And Andrew Kessler was a 2.1. Kessler is the fastest car on the track. He has cut it down to under a second, coming to 2 to go. But I think once he hit a certain wall there, 3 or 4 tenths, he's going to hit a wall, like a draft wall, and he's probably going to hold up there.
Yeah, 100%.
We're coming to the white flag.
Looks like Fowler is struggling with the corner.
He's struggling hard, yeah. And you've got Ethan Storms right there.
Let's watch him going in the corner here. I mean, he's doing the best with what he's got, but you can just hear the tires yelling at him.
Ethan's definitely, Andrew Kessler's definitely coming, but he's going to run out of time as this is the white flag.
He doesn't have any tires left either. Look at him. Oh, he's driving the snot out of it.
He made it. He is. Anthony Alex is coming through.
And Fowler's going to come out of turn 4 and look to take the checkered flag. And John Fowler's going to be your winner tonight for GFi Race 6 at Texas Speedway for the Rodeo 150. Hats off to him. 20 machine Andrew Keisler will be P2.
Yeah, Anthony Alex P3, great run for him. Clifton Chanel, we didn't really talk too much about him in the 80 machine. He came up P4. He really came through there. Robert Chappell rounds out your top 5. You got Phil Lund P6, Rudy Hag in the 95, Lightning McQueen car, P7.
Let's go.
Dominique Frappier, P8. Sean Dion, P9. And Robert McKay, P10. Looks like Dennis Warnes, our early leader, and Tyler Autry finished P11, Dennis P12. That was rough for them, just due to the way the cautions rolled out.
Yeah. I'm going to have to apologize to our race fans tonight. It looks like my bit rate might have been a little bit too high, so I did blip out a couple times there.
It looks like we've got our race winner in the waiting room. We're going to see if there is Andrew or Anthony will come in, and if so, we'll interview them first, and then we'll get to John. But let's give them just a few minutes. Yeah, overall tonight, clean race. What was it? 2 cautions.
2 cautions.
One being just Robert, spinning coming into the pits there. Overall, great run, great clean run. I think no faster pairs really plays a part in these kind of races.
100%. Well, I mean, it was a pleasure for myself to watch and broadcast, and I'm sure you felt the same. It's always nice when you have this level of competition, racing clean, respecting each other, and making the most of the track, the car, and putting it on the hauler in one piece. And it's very enjoyable to watch something like that.
It is. It looks like we lost John Fowler. I was getting ready to bring him in for the interview. Let me see if I can pull him back. Hang on just a second. And if not, then we will conclude tonight. See what we got here. There we go. Yeah, a lot of action. A lot of good racing. I think where are they at next time?
New Hampshire.
That's gonna be great. New Hampshire. That's gonna be fun. All right, so we're gonna pull in John Fowler, our winner. Give me just a second here. Hopefully I can.
Moment of truth, Will. Moment of truth.
I cannot. He just disconnected, so I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, so we'll go ahead and end it. It looks like we're having a little trouble with that, but next week we will get the interviews of the top 3 situated. So, oh, there he is. Hey, John, this is William up in the booth. Congrats on your win. How did you? It looked like you were having a little bit of trouble there at the end. Andrew was coming fast. How'd you manage to hold him off?
Yeah, man, I saw them coming. I saw the lap car, and I didn't know if he was going to race me or if he wasn't. I started getting really slick coming off 2, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to let him go, and I killed enough time. The guys are catching me. And then I got back around, and he sat behind me, and I was like, sweet, thank you. And I just got to be able to, open up a little bit more. But yeah, man, it was a fun race.
Yeah, that's great.
I think
you did a great job.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Well, I think, John, you did a great job. That pit strategy there, I think, paid off for you, and you made the most of it. What was going through your mind when that last caution came out?
Yeah, when that caution came out, I was like, all right. I looked at the laps, and I was like, well, I think I can make it off one more fuel run. And then when that last caution came out, I was like, well, I'm just going to go in and get new tires. I know it's only been a couple laps, but I'm going to go get new tires and fill this thing up. And then I had 2 laps to go, man. I could have did 2 more laps. So I guess I did the math work right.
I was kind of nervous when I seen you guys. I think it was you, Andrew, Anthony, and them taking tires there at the end, or that last caution when you guys did. I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure if that was the right call, but obviously it worked out for you guys perfectly.
Yes, yeah, man. It was I did some math work. I was like, well, the first run we did 34 um, laps, and my tires were okay, and I ran it pretty hard. So I saw that we only when we did that last pit stop, we only had like I think 28 or 30. It was 39, 32 laps left, and I was like, well, that gives me two laps on the good. So let's run this thing pretty hard. So I wasn't coming back in. Let's put it that way.
For sure. Was there anybody you'd like to thank for this win?
Yeah, man. I would like to thank all my sponsors. I got Scary Strokes. They're based out of Southern Maryland. I got Race City Race Memorabilia. They're on my car. They're a real good diecast company, guys. If you guys looking for any diecast, go look them up on Facebook. I got my team, Complete Motorsports. My spotter is normally in here with me, but today he's sick, so he's not in here. But I still want to give him a thanks because he's been with me for the last 5 weeks. So I want to thank my Uncle Joey for spotting for me each week. And yeah, and my other sponsor is sim500.com. They sponsor me too. So I just love racing, man. It's fun. I love this group of guys. It's a lot of fun, man. I hope you guys are staying on board and we put a good show on for y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So you have a good night, and we will see you next week in New Hampshire.
All right, man. One more thing. I forgot the most important person. I think my wife. She lets me come down here while she does all the reading and stuff up there. So
you
I
were
got
about to get in real big trouble, John. I'm glad you fixed that one because we want to see you run next week. You ran great. Hats off to you, and make sure to thank your wife again when you get your ass upstairs. So
I appreciate it, guys. Hey, great job, guys.
Yeah,
thank you.
Enjoy your night.
No, that was our winner, John Fowler. So take it away, Rob.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in tonight on SpeedZone TV for race number 6 at Go Fast Insides Racing League at Texas Motor Speedway for the Rodeo 150. I'm Robert Warrens and my co-host William Ridgway signing off. Thank you for joining in tonight, and we'll be seeing everyone next week as we head to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for 80 laps with 3 sets of tires. These guys put on a great show tonight, and we'll be signing off. So thanks for tuning in. Catch you all next week. Make sure you put a like on the stream and subscribe to us, and have a super duper. What's the day, Will? Monday?
It is Monday.
All right.
Day.
have a happy Monday, everyone. Take care.